Here we are, Aroni and Bill Kett.
Hello.
Aroni Tora out of Dallas, Texas. Bill Kett out of South Burlington, Vermont. We are in Algonquin Provincial Park, Canada. Just took off from Brent Station. We are headed out on Cedar Lake. Absolutely beautiful day. A little windy, but not too much of a chop. I was here in 1993 and in 1989. Absolutely beautiful. Give you a nice view over here. Front man Aroni Tora. And a view over at Brent Store, Algonquin Outfitters. So I made it across Cedar Lake, but it got really rough once we got out past that point. And it made it very tricky, so we had the canoe up into the wind and then turn, so we were going down with the wind. Well, we got our first portage, over 700 meters. Aroni Tora, we just completed our first portage. Your thoughts?
Man, it's absolutely beautiful and quiet. I think I lost like 2 pounds.
Excellent.
And I'm going to lose 2 more pounds walking back down.
And here's what we have to offer. Fortunately, we cannot canoe up that. Well, we made it to our first campsite. Aroni and Bill are getting firewood. If you're wondering what this rope is, this is called a bear bag rope. What you do is you get the rope way up above the tree limb up there and you hoist your food up. And that keeps the bears from getting at the food. We're at a relatively small campsite. It's right along the trail. See, we got a fire going. Beautiful view of the river here. Here we're at our campfire. We just cooked steak for dinner tonight. We brought some little skewer sticks and used that to cook it up with. What do you think, Aroni?
Man, this is delicious, brother. Can't beat this. First night, first day, steak.
2-second rule. Oh wait, no, outdoors, 5-second rule to pick that up. So here's my steak. Got a nice big huge bowl here. Sharp knife. Spork. Love the color. My wife and kids got that for me, so I have to eat from the pink. Got a really nice view though of the water. Stack Rapids. The sun will be setting soon. Bring that big log back for firewood. Well, we just finished the very long portage, 2,400 meters or so.
Woo, it was long, all right.
Petawawa River.
So we can't get on that road and walk down that road?
We could go on that road over there and walk. It just won't take us to where we really want to go, but maybe we can go find somebody's house and share some stories over a nice cold glass of beer or bourbon. Now, for those of you at home, what we did, Ronnie and I did do, is we brought two Yeti coolers that seal up completely, really solid. One of them we filled up with ice before we left, and the other one we filled up with a bourbon whiskey that my grandfather had bought in 1960. Never opened until this trip, and so we opened it, put it in there. So last night we had some bourbon whiskey, 100 proof, that's 50-something years old, 60-something years old, on ice.
Yeah. Nice and smooth.
Help put us to sleep. So we have a very short canoe paddle over across the way to a short portage. Portages are marked with a yellow square. The entrance to Catfish Lake. We've completed the 80-meter portage. And this is a log chute where I believe what they had here is a dam, if you will, that raised the water up. And then the logs would shoot right through the middle to get past this little rapids here. Had ourselves some lunch here as well. Peanut butter, pita bread, granola bars, and of course a little cheese and crackers. And Ronnie's going over to our little water filtration system. We have the platypus by Gravity Works, and so what we're doing is we filter the water, fill it up our water bottles, and then after that we treat it once again with a iodine pills. It's working good so far. Here we are coming into Catfish Lake, Ronnie and Bill. Having a pretty darn good time. The weather for Knock Touch Wood has been pretty good. I'm banging the canoe paddle here. Having a great time out here, staying nice and dry, wearing our life jackets as we should, and just hit a rock. That was my fault because I didn't warn the guy in the back that we were about to hit a rock. My bad, Ronnie.
All right, Bill, show me your throwing skills.
So the idea here is to get this rope around a thick branch way up in the tree, so that way we can then hoist our food up so the bear don't come and get it. It's called a bear bag. And
right.
So this is the very, very rudimentary processes.
I just thought you were trying to keep the food away from me.
Well, yeah, to keep you from eating all the food.
Okay.
Here we go. So I got it around the branch that I wanted. It's out on the far right-hand side, so when the bag hangs, it should be over in this vicinity up here.
Perfect.
15, 20 feet up.
This guy's a pro, man.
Get more firewood for us here.
Thank you.
Did you get that on film too? Our campsite comes complete with a table, chairs. Actually, that's a sofa and a love seat. Is that correct, Ronnie? One of them to pull out.
And I pull out.
Yeah. Got a little fire going here.
Master suite over there.
We still have ice in our Yeti cooler. You can hear it there a little bit, swishing around. And we have our tent out here. Got a little drizzle out there, not much. Ronnie went fishing, caught himself a little silver fish. Not yet.
They went hiding. They see us coming.
Long day, huh?
Yep.
23-meter portage was pretty good. That was a good uphill climb, wasn't it?
Best exercise ever.
Yeah, it was a lot of exercise. We've seen probably, what, 6 different groups so far since we started, left Brent?
Oh shit.
It's a lot. Yeah. And then last night,
Weirdest thing ever. I thought it was a ghost. Maybe it was a ghost.
yeah, sitting here, I'm outside, and all of a sudden, these 2 guys start coming down with flashlights at about, what, 11 o'clock at night? We're like, you guys all right? And, no, we're good. We'll be back through in about 3.5 hours. And they were running.
Running.
Carrying a big kayak.
2-person kayak. With a girl in the back.
And then 4 hours later, I saw the flashlights going through, dancing through the tents.
Damn.
And they went back. So we're here camped out at Catfish Lake. And we just got to head back that way a little bit and then continue down over to the Petawawa. Continue upriver. Haven't run out of food yet.
Oh, thank God.
No bears. Haven't seen any bears. No moose. We did see a quail.
One quail.
One quail, and we heard some wolves hauling on this lake earlier.
And one of these on the lake right now?
Loons.
Loons.
Yep, there's about 4 loons that keep hollering back and forth at each other.
It sure is quiet though.
But looking forward to having some of that bourbon a little bit later tonight. There's still ice in that? There is still ice. When did we fill up? I put that in 4:30 in the morning on Saturday. So almost 48 hours later, we still got ice.
Yep.
It's a good thing we brought the saw to cut firewood, otherwise we'd be
That's true.
breaking a lot of stuff with our foot. Dinner was good?
Absolutely delicious.
I don't know. I think
Gourmet.
I think today's lunch was probably the best tasting. I don't know, the best lunch I think I've had in a long time. It was probably not something I would ever normally get. It was
Natural.
all natural.
Butter.
What's that everybody is now
Vegan.
vegan? It was like vegan peanut butter or something, all natural. And I had that on some pita bread, and I thought that was great.
It was great.
It was.
In the woods. Everything is great in the woods.
Yeah. Wonder what everybody's doing back home.
Watching TV.
Watching TV, going to the refrigerator.
Ordering pizza.
Alright, we had 6 ice cubes left for the ancient bourbon. Here you are, sir.
Thank you. Oh.
And to show everybody I'm not lying about ice, See the ice cubes? Really nice bourbon right here. So we got enough bourbon for one more night. Smoke getting on you there? Or is it just the first drink? Drink is really strong.
First drink, always hit me.
Cheers.
Cheers, man. For another good day.
Man, that's strong.
Yeah.
You just got to get the first couple down, and then everything's all downhill after that.
Whew. Oh, good.
Stoke up the fire here. Mosquitoes haven't been too bad. I guess they were kind of bad a little bit on that long portage. But they've been in check for the most of the time.
Morning.
Morning. We had a little thunderstorm this morning. Started at about 5:45 a.m. Rain came and went. We were drying our tent. Got everything all packed up. It's got a little late start. Had breakfast. It's 8:30 in the morning. We're gonna shoot down the rest of Catfish Lake and head on over to the Petawawa River. See how far we can go.
All right.
Heard a lot of. What did we hear a lot last night? A lot of loons. Did we hear some moose?
Lots of moose.
Yeah. And they were going on. Then we heard the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You hear this buzzing noise like bees.
Yep.
Way in the distance. And all of a sudden, within about 2 minutes,
bam,
all over us. We just ran in the tent.
All right.
Good times.
Good.
All right. What do you say? Get started?
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Here's a trail we just came down here on our portage. Wet, muggy, buggy. We're only getting the canoe loaded. And there's a campsite here. A little bit of mud on this trail. Cedar Rapids is on our left. You can hear it. Can't really see it that well. tough to get it on all the time, isn't it?
I'm back. Oh,
there. How was that?
Good, thank you.
So there's a that root cellar I was telling you about is at that campsite up here. So we'll go check it out on the.
Cool. It's on the right?
Yeah.
That's a nice spot.
So there's a root cellar. There's a tree growing right on top of it. Well, we're on the completed the 155-meter portage from Pearly Lake to Burntroot. We're on the Burntroot side. Again, Burntroot Lake here. So you can see there's a lot of wind coming out from the west. It's actually the white capping out there. Maybe you can see that, maybe you can't. And on Pearly Lake, we had the wind in our head, in our face, the whole time. Oh, we've made it out to Whiskey Jack Lake. Aroni has been the master at finding and cutting wood. And here he is again. He has made sure that we have had fire every night. Really nice and windy out here is what we like. It keeps the bugs off of us, the mosquitoes gone. The campsite's kind of on a peninsula, it's on a hill. Some really tall trees. Well, we get some time to relax finally for just a bit, but the wind picked up really strong here at our campsite, and unfortunately it blew our tent over with we had a bunch of gear in there as well. So we were just taking a bath, and I had been out just for a moment, and all of a sudden my tent started rolling to us. So it rolled almost into the lake. So I grabbed it, and then Roni helped me out, and we left it down for a while, and now we've put it back up. But we got these rocks, and we used larger stakes now, big huge plastic stakes in there as well, and then we double staked in the back and on the sides. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So far this is the cleanest water. Well, not cleanest, but it's all clean, but the clearest water we have stayed at. Well, it was clear until Aroni and I both took a bath in it, and then it got all muddied up. Seen one group today, and that was on a previous portage. Well, let's see what's on the dinner menu for tonight. Now, as you can see, I'm cooking down low because of the wind. So I've got my little windbreak here. We're going to have some Italian style pepper steak, and for dessert, raspberry crumble, and of course the usual hot chocolate, one of my favorites. So I've got a little pocket rocket I borrowed from a friend of mine, it works great. I also had an MSR Whisper Light stove, and then I had a propane stove, and I was looking at all three of them, and this one seemed to be, for what I needed it to do, the best option at the time. So, but it's been working great. What do you think of this fine meal, sir?
Man, this is gourmet food, dude. I don't know how the half does it, man. I really don't.
No, it's like a
It goes out loon.
loon.
It's just delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
What'd you call it?
Italian style pepper steak.
Italian style pepper steak. Man, we're living large in the woods.
Roni is about to try dessert tonight.
Mm. Oh my God. We eat better than the regular population do. Oh my gosh.
So it is a cookie crumble. Raspberry. Might not be able to see that. I have to adjust the iris, but to do that I have to put something down first. There we go. With Oreo type topping. Oh, it's good. And it's warm and it tastes The Campfire. It's legendary in its own time. Going back eons and eons to the dawn of the caveman. But seriously, folks, campfires, they really are something. They lift your spirits when times are rough, when the bones are hurting, aching. They help you cook, eat, keep you warm. Good memories. Absolutely. The wind has died down enough that we can have a fire without having to worry about embers going out and across. The sun is set, and we will have a nice beverage.
Yeah, man.
And then we will be going to sleep. Well, I've woken up here at Whiskey Jack. Sun is coming up. A little bit of a wind. All's quiet. We are the only ones out here. We just completed the 1950 portage over to the Nipissing River. In 1989, this is where I saw my very first moose. I came out of this portage and he was right down here in the water, grazing, eating grass, doing his thing. Stayed there the whole time.
Nipissing River.
Here we are still on the Nipissing right now. Been on here about 2 hours. It's really hot, sunny. Been drinking some water. Having a good time. Roni likes the heat.
I'm hungry.
Just all marsh down here. And then there's a little bit of wilderness. Here we are on the Nipissing River, early Wednesday morning. Hoping to find another moose. We are in Moose Lake on the Nipissing. No moose.
Well, it's finally over. We're back safe, thank you, Lord. Great adventure, man. Me and my best friend, Bill Kett. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Hey, proud of you, man. This was great.
Man.
I didn't know you could canoe so well.
Oh, well, you know, it's in my gene, you know.
So the old saying, canoe, canoe, the answer is
Yes.
K-yes.
Yes. Yeah, man. So, hey.
Our gear, extra pack right there. And we were lucky today on our way back from the Nipissing. We actually had a good tailwind, so helped bring us in nice and smooth and easy. Well, Algonquin Park, we'll see you next time.